Hi everyone, I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell. That was so cool.
My boyfriend just texted.
And the bell went
so weird. Also on Instagram at TWiN, and you can also find us on Twitter X. Speaking about Twitter and Twitter X, whatever it's called, there's a picture that's circulating right now that I originally saw on Megan's Mole's Twitter page, then Royal Rogue, and then Harry's Gray Suit, and then it went Mystify. Everybody had it. It is insane, you guys. But before we get to that, I just wanted to mention some other stuff that's going on, because tomorrow we're doing our 75th birthday celebration for King Charles. So we just want to get a little news out of the way first. Big news this week. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on when it comes to the Shaping Us campaign. Princess of Wales and the Royal Foundation Center for Early Childhood will host the Shaping Up National Symposium at the Design Museum in West London on Wednesday, November 15th. So can't wait to cover that. You know, it's going to be great. Anytime the Princess of Wales is involved, we get very excited.
Can't wait to see what she wears.
I know. Some sad news. Bobby Charlton, a professional football player, he's basically a legend. He passed away. So Prince William attended his funeral. I'm just going to play a little bit of it. Get ready for some hotness. I know it's a funeral, but oh my God. Now that guy on the right, that's his equerry. And he's hot too. He's a little short for my taste, but he's
Is that the person who Johnny
is?
To the
king.
Does not look anything like Johnny.
No, but he's nice on the eyes. Yeah. I think you have to be really good looking to be an equerry. I really do.
Maybe.
I don't know, because look at Princess Margaret, the guy she fell in love with, her dad's equerry.
Oh,
do you remember that?
Yeah,
I think you have to be like super good.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me. Here's a couple of pictures of him walking into the funeral. You know, he just looks so good. I do feel very bad for Sir Charlton's family.
He seemed like he lived a very long life.
Very full life. He just seemed like a really great guy and a legend for England. And it's really nice that Prince William took time out of his day to go to the funeral. What a king. He is going to be such a great king. I also wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on over at Tangela's Twitter page. I really appreciate everybody that went on and asked her to be on our show, or for us to be on her show. I don't think she has a show. I don't think it exists. I think she was talking the talk, but she couldn't walk the walk.
Did she ever get back?
She didn't. She didn't like that we were asking her. Now, what the problem with Tangela is, she came to us first and called us jealous and racist. So we have a chance to defend ourselves. We didn't go to Tangela and call her names. You guys were very, very nice. Here she is doing it again to me. You know, so she wanted my opinion. I really wanted to have her on the show, or me go on to her. She claims she has a show.
Oh, I love Princess Faye.
I know. She's so great. Princess Faye says, get Twin Talk on your podcast to explain why they don't like Megalier. I mean, that's a valid thing to say.
It's a valid request.
I know. And Tangela, instead of just being like, I don't really have a podcast, I effed up, I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I shouldn't have, lied, gone on Twitter and bullied two people that I don't know and called them a name that they really aren't. But instead, Tangela said, babe, you should be out collecting cans and bottles to pay to heat your house and buy Charles a new red cape to stay warm this winter over there on Gloomy Island instead of in my mentions. Tangela, we just want to be on your show so we can explain to you why we dislike Meghan Markle. It's very simple. And Tangela, you shouldn't assume that we're all from England. There's a lot of Americans, Tangela, that do not like Meghan Markle and the stuff she did to the British royal family. Okay? If it wasn't an American thing, and it wasn't liberals and conservatives coming together to agree on this one thing, they would be a lot more lucrative right now. They would be huge. They'd be on red carpets. They'd be on talk shows. They'd be everywhere. But no one wants to touch them.
Kryptonite.
They are so kryptonite. Good point, Steph. This is another friend of ours. Now, she put her name, so I didn't want to include her name, but I would love you to interview Nancy Sidley for your podcast. Another valid request. And Tangela just said, babe, I'm too busy being woke and reading banned books that day. Tangela just was not being receptive. Someone blocked her. She goes, the Meghan hater blocked me. May have to dust off the YouTube channel and start a show about the grown racist old broads who bully toddlers and a couple just because they are mixed.
Wait, so she just admitted that she has no YouTube channel. She has to dust it off, because basically what that means is, in the States, is that she has to come out of retirement. It's not happening anymore. Her YouTube channel is dormant. She just admitted it right there. So
well,
who cares?
Stephanie, I went on her YouTube channel and unfortunately she's never made one video. So
yeah,
she's created a YouTube channel. I got to give her credit for saying that.
Dust it off.
She's only created a YouTube channel, but unfortunately she's never actually put a video on there.
Yeah, and she's also threatening, going, I'm going to start a YouTube channel about grown racists. It's like, well, you know, it's called defamation, so go do it.
You should do it.
You should
Angela.
do it.
I don't think she's gonna do it, Steph.
No, probably not.
She didn't like what this person said. I'm gonna save us both time, Clanisha. You hate her because, one, you're jealous she married a prince who loves her and gave it all up for her. You're jealous she married a prince who loves her and gave it all up for her, and her mama is black. Have a good night. So you're making all these assumptions, and we at least can like defend ourselves, can't we?
And again, thank you everyone who's our friends, you know, like not bullying her back and not saying anything mean. Our community comes from a very respectful place. We do not stoop down to their level, and we love you guys.
Yeah, thank you very much. Now, unfortunately, Tangela has made her page private.
Sure.
She's no longer public on, well, Twitter.
That's what, you know, that's one for our side,
I guess.
So.
Tangela,
how far did you want to exactly take this?
I didn't want to take it anywhere. Tangela,
she doesn't have a podcast.
The offer's always open. Okay, this isn't a one-off. You are always welcome on the show.
Yeah,
Tangela, please come on the show. Now, unfortunately, we all remember this, where they crashed. I think we can say that now without saying allegedly. They crashed the Navy SEALs Foundation unveiling of the rec center.
I know, but I'm thinking, did they crash it now? Because he did give a speech. So I'm like, how did he have, what do you have, a speech in his, he has a speech in his pocket in every suit jacket. He's just like, well, let me pull this one out and I'll read this one.
She always has a speech.
That's what I'm saying. Who knows? Maybe
you're about it.
I'm just saying, I want to believe that they crashed it because it's so humiliating and ridiculous, and it just shows what kind of people that they are. But at the same time, why is he pulling out speeches from his jacket?
I don't know.
You know, and reading them.
I don't know.
I mean, I know WME played 100% of the role in this.
So anyway, so I'm scrolling Twitter this morning, Twitter X, sorry, and this picture pops up on my timeline immediately.
It's everywhere. I love it.
Everywhere.
And the memes are just hysterical.
And at first I'm thinking it's just a silly picture of Meghan being extra.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a word my boyfriend likes to use when I'm being a little
manic,
you know, like mad at him or something.
Yeah.
Like you're being extra for no reason.
Yeah.
And I go, where'd you hear that? And I'm like, but I thought she was being a little extra. And then you got to look in the background though. This is like one of those perfect Rembrandt paintings where you got to stare at it for a while and you got to study it for a while because it's just like there's so much going on in the picture. So Meghan's poll says pathetic Harry defeated and sidelined while his, I'm not going to say it on here, while his wife acts like she is the most important person in the room. How embarrassing. So
well, I have a theory about this picture.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the picture, guys. Nobody knows why she's we're assuming this is a planted Sussex squad person that wanted to get a picture of her because the person did then post the picture. But the CEO of the foundation and Harry are standing there like normal people. Like the CEO of the foundation is more royal than Meghan has ever been in her life. This just seems so appropriate. But if you look to the right, I have a better picture of it. But if you look to the right, the guy is actually talking on the podium. So this makes absolutely no sense. The royal rogues, basically, he's short and sweet, a tragedy in 2 acts. I mean, it's a piece of art. It really is. They should hang this up in a museum.
I want to hang that in my bathroom.
Here's a better shot of the guy talking on the podium. Mystified says, this looks like a scene from a horror movie. Were I this person, I'd be terrified. Meghan looks like she hasn't eaten in a while. I mean, I just wanted to show everybody the zoomed out shot. There is a guy at the podium making a speech. Why is she bulldozing her way towards that crowd? It doesn't make any sense.
Makes sense to me.
Harry's gray suit says, how rude to run over to some fan while someone is speaking. Maniac Meg on the loose. It's not like this is a time for people to mingle. This isn't cocktail hour, right, Steph?
I don't think so.
Meghan's Mole had to put something else because she's so wonderful. I'm still trying to understand what is going on. The man on the microphone is speaking to the crowd. The CEO and Harry are waiting for their turn to speak, and Meghan is in her own world, ignoring what is going on because she has to say hi to the number one specific guest.
Now, Nancy, does Meghan look like she's seeing that person for the first time?
No.
Or she knows her?
She knows her.
She knows her, right? So we've established that.
Okay.
We've established that she knows the person. WME has made it clear that there were 250 people in the room. WME is banking on every single one of those people taking a picture and tagging it for Instagram. That is exactly why she is running towards the crowd to get that shot. Now, obviously, duh. What she probably didn't realize is that Harry wasn't going to go with her. That's my theory on this, because he usually follows her around like a puppy dog, and it's like dangling the carrot. And he didn't go this time. That dude was pulling out his script or his speech or whatever. I'd say script because it was so pre-planned. None of this is real. He pulled out his script and he was, going over it, whatever. And obviously he looks a little defeated there, but he didn't follow her. So she was on her own. We're definitely seeing a separation.
Here's the shot of the woman. And this is I think the woman's Instagram. It doesn't
and
matter.
I love how Resting Dollface made a point about Meghan's nails. They're completely chipped. They're unpolished. If you know you're going to a charity event and you're prepared for it, you're definitely going to have your nails done, which makes me believe even more that this was a last minute addition.
Yeah.
This was, hey, we got a helicopter waiting for you. Get on there, do your thing for an hour. Take as many pictures as you can, and make sure those people tag you, because that's your job right now. Get back on the helicopter and go back to, your apartment in Culver City.
Yeah, I mean, her blazer is not fitted.
No.
As usual. She's, and
she looks out of sorts.
Again, allegedly. And, I don't wish ill on anybody, especially if she does have children, allegedly. She does not look healthy.
No.
That's not healthy. And this is me not being mean about it. That is not someone that looks healthy.
The more and more you read about this Ozempic and all this stuff, the more you read about it, the more dangerous it is, the more people are passing away from it. And also, Meghan is a chain smoker, guys. She's allegedly. She's been a smoker since her yacht girl days. She smokes, okay? People smoke cigarettes. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying Meghan smokes. So on top of that, you should not be taking Ozempic. That is not good. Your liver is going to fail. Your kidneys are going to fail. Your heart's eventually going to give out. God,
we don't have a study on
we
this.
We don't have a study
on
it. And another person in their 40s and 50s just passed away. The producer for Euphoria, Matthew Perry. All these people in their 40s, 50s are getting sick, and we don't know the answer. God forbid it should be Ozempic. But if it is, stop.
Yeah, I think the damage is done, because that's not the look of a healthy
And it's not
person.
just women. Men are doing it too. Yeah.
This picture is just pathetic, and I would love to see a video. If anyone can find a video, please let me know or send it to me.
She doesn't look sober either, allegedly. She really doesn't. Yeah. She looks like she's just, again, it was last minute edition. Get on that helicopter. She didn't even do her nails. Who would do their nails for an appearance?
I know.
Who wouldn't do their nails? That was the first thing I would do.
Somebody that's so, like, when you're in a non-sober state, you just don't care.
No, it's called delusional confidence.
Well, yeah, delusional confidence. I was thinking that when she got engaged, because when she came out for that engagement video and they walked out in Kensington Palace, and she had dirty shoes and she didn't have a pedicure. It was very odd to me.
Well, I just want to let everyone listen. If you date a person with drug issues, allegedly, and you date a person who likes to dabble in the spirits of alcohol, allegedly, listen, you're probably doing it too. That's all I got to say.
I think, and if this is possible, Meghan was an even worse influence on Harry than his friends, because
I agree.
We did a whole video on this about Marcus Anderson and her that Halloween night and how they looked sober and everybody else in the group looked allegedly high.
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah. And I think they had dirt on Eugenie, Andrew, and Harry.
Obviously Andrew.
And we did a whole video on this, guys. I'll put the link in the description below. We did a whole in-depth video, and more and more I believe that, because Marcus looked like completely sober in that shot.
Yeah.
And he was the one taking the pictures.
Yep.
Do you think
collateral?
Do you think Eugenie and Harry are used to people taking that many pictures around them? No, because normal people don't do that.
You hang out with your boyfriend. Are you taking? Are you snapping pictures?
Oh God,
you just don't do it, man.
Yeah,
you just don't do it.
It's inappropriate. It's very inappropriate.
And I guarantee at that Halloween party, the special guest star there was a girl named Molly.
Yeah, for sure.
Wink, wink.
And Marie Claire, I thought it was pretty funny. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are ready to get back out there again.
I said, yeah, I was wondering.
Did you see?
No, I wrote on Twitter. I was like, when did they ever leave? That's what I wrote.
I thought this was really funny. Whoever wrote this, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are currently feeling more refreshed than ever after what US Weekly calls a bumpy year. Try a bumpy 5 years. They got their bearings back and are focused and recharged and ready to get back out there again, a source said of the couple, adding that laying low really paid off. This to me is hilarious, whoever wrote this.
What?
It's so hilarious because they haven't laid low. They've been putting out breadcrumbs and getting knocked down every single time. Today's dog rescue was suggested to us by one of our friends on here. Thank you for suggesting UK rescues. I really appreciate it because I wouldn't know either way. So this is Murphy's Army, and this is such a cute story. These people had a beautiful husky named Murphy, and he went missing. And they launched a social media campaign. The animal-loving community took Murphy and his family to heart in a very short space of time. His plight was known not only across the UK, but worldwide. Thankfully, Murphy was returned to his family 3 months later. I know that if I couldn't find my dog for 3 months, I would be beside myself. It's so nice to know that the UK came together with such community.
I'd get a search party.
Yeah.
Man, I'd lose it.
So after Murphy was returned, they pledged to continue their efforts. So Murphy's Army was born. They have helped reunite many missing pets with their owner and raised much needed awareness of the increase in pet theft and helped many more pets in need. This is a great charity. Thank you for recommending this to us. So I will put the link in the description below. Please share, read all the wonderful things that they do. It's amazing. Tomorrow is King Charles's birthday, and we will be celebrating it. What are you doing?
Dude, we just said that Jason Sudeikis thing?
Yeah.
And they were singing karaoke. They were singing the Shallow song with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. That song will be in my head. I figured out something, and a little trick for you guys. If you have a song in your head that you can't get out, you sing YMCA 5 times. Gone.
Why would you do that? Then
because
you have YMCA in your head.
No, you don't. It goes away then. It goes away.
You just basically got every YMCA in everybody's head.
No, it works. I've tried it.
Nobody's going to ever watch this channel again. Good job. I don't blame them. So we will see you tomorrow for King Charles's birthday.
YMCA.